Number 2.
So do your introduction.
My introduction,
bro,
yeah.
Man, bang on doing the introduction.
Hey, bro.
You got the criticism that we don't do introduction, and you listen to the critics straight away.
Straight away.
Is that always the best thing to do?
Zach, what do you think?
Yeah, as we said earlier, man, it's about working smarter.
Working smart, yeah. So, 1 league.
There you go.
1 league.
Is that the name?
Yeah, that's the name, bro. 1 league, yeah. Episode 2. Season 1.
It's gonna become a thing now. Your cheesy introduction.
Hey, listen, you gotta start somewhere, man.
Fair enough.
So we've got Zak Guerfi here.
Oh,
We're good. We got Dodger.
Oh, you're introducing everyone.
yeah.
Oh, we're
You
here.
need to put a little applause in, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When's it gonna stop? Soon we'll be in front of a live studio.
So yeah,
audience.
no, we're just here, part 2. Here with Zach, interested in his career. So.
Yeah. It's been a journey and a half, man.
Yeah. Where do you want to start? Where do we start?
Do we go all the way back or do you want to start?
We keep it. We'll go where you started, 15, 16 sort of thing.
Cool.
That's
Yeah, so 11's first academy contract, that was at Stevenage. And then from there it was, things elevated quick. So 11's, you get the 1 year to the under 12s. And then under 12s, we had a new academy manager coming called Darren Saul. He's at Woking now, you heard of him?
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I think I've even heard of this guy.
Was he at Yeovil as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So anyone that you say Darren Saul, the eyes pop up because what a guy, great guy, but he's a character, to say the least. But yeah, so he come in at under 12s and basically released the whole team apart from me and one other. But he basically changed the whole academy. So imagine this story. We played a game against Bedford. I still remember it's under 12. We lost like 5-0. So he released the whole under 12s apart from me and one other and signed the whole of Bedford. Imagine that happening as
the
under
whole
12.
team.
The
That's
whole team.
extreme.
The whole team. 12s, 13s. Anyway, got the 2 year contract to 14s. But under 13s is where I kind of started realizing, you know what, like I might be able to do something in this football thing. So under 13s, I'm training with the under 18s at Stevenage.
Under 13 training under 18?
Yeah. So Darren was the youth team manager.
Okay.
He loved me. So at the time anyway, he did. So yeah.
Let me ask, what position are you playing at least?
Centre mid.
Centre mid, yeah?
Centre mid.
Describe yourself as a player. I want to. You know what? Let me make it even more challenging for you. 3 top attributes as a player.
Do you know what? I hate this question because like I get asked this all the time, and so someone asked me one time and I was stuttering, and he was like, "You know what? Believe in yourself. Like say, but you know sometimes you don't want to be
you don't be too braggadocious. Yeah, you want to be humble. With it.
You got the floor here though.
Yeah. Put it on me. My 3 best attributes.
Pause.
My 3 best attributes, I'd say. So I'm a holding midfielder. I don't know why any team I go to in non-league, they play me 10. I'm not a 10, I'm a holding midfielder. But
That's weird.
Yeah, but I'm a holding midfielder that gets on the ball.
Okay.
So I think my biggest strength is linking the back line to the middle line.
Okay.
That's my biggest, the back line to the final third, sorry, shall I say. So picking up with the centre backs, trying to link things up, making it happen. Breaking up play, not really my biggest thing, but I like to get on the ball and just create wherever I am. Like, I always like to follow the ball. So I say that's one of my strengths. Well, no wonder I've been released. I can't even think of 2 others.
do you know all that tells me is that you're a humble guy that do you know what it is? I'll be realised you meet a lot of people that they're so used to talking about themselves.
Bro, they
constantly.
talk rubbish.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? It's all talk.
I found this in non-league. Like, they come to the change room, you see them in their academy trialist shorts from 5 years ago, and where do you play? Yeah, bro, I'm a baller. Yeah, and he gets training fit. My friend, like, you never played football before.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But me, I just prefer to let me play football, and maybe Cole, he's seen me play football, so he can judge. You know?
Yeah.
But so yeah, where was I? Under 13. So under 13s, I'm training with the youth team, and then I still remember it as when I knew I was coming on this. I was thinking about I was replaying my whole career through my head. It's mad because everything's coming back. But I remember I get Thursday night, I've trained. Obviously, it's training Tuesday, Thursday. And then, I've trained Thursday night, been called into a meeting after training. He's like, you're going to play for the youth team on Saturday.
So wait, how old are you?
13.
13, youth team.
So this is the age difference. Do you know striker George Sykes?
Yeah, tall striker.
He was at Barnet youth team these days. And
he's my age, actually.
Yeah, so he was at youth team Barnet, but these days he was supposed to be one of the next best things. So anyway, rocked up to the Hive, you know, the Barnet training ground.
Yeah.
On a Saturday, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'll read off a couple of names. Riddell Gordon, Harold Joseph.
Okay, Harold,
yeah, obviously. I think these lot.
Is Riddell Margate now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Harold.
Yeah, but these lot might have even been first year scholars. No, second. I don't know what they was, but that's the age difference, you know? So even just thinking about now, like I'm in a change room, I'm seeing people strip off naked to get
Oh,
changed.
yeah. That
I'm not
is
used
an
to that.
eye opener.
That
yeah.
is a mad
I'm
thing
not
when
used
that
to that.
happens.
Do you know, I'll be real. I think everyone remembers the first time.
I remember the first time.
That's when.
I'm 13
Yeah.
sitting in this change
I think I
room.
was your age as well.
Yeah, and I'm seeing people, because usually it's like even the towel around the pants.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm seeing this. I've started on the bench, and then I remember, I was nervous, and I've come on, done well, and that was at the last game of the season. So that was kind
Where
of
did you play, sir? What position?
centre mid. So I've come, but looking back now, I was 13 playing with the youth team. That's mad. But at the time, I was just taking it in my stride. So come on, played well.
How did you find it in terms of like pace, physicality? What was
Oh
that?
no, I was blowing, bro. After 5
Okay.
minutes, I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
it's a
adrenaline gets you through
Yeah,
sometimes, though, innit?
and nerves.
Yeah,
nerves. Yeah, you translate
Adrenaline
that
and
to
nerves get you
adrenaline.
through.
Yeah.
So come back for under 14s now. Got a 2-year contract to obviously the next 2 years to your 16s. 14s, I'm playing youth team. 15, I'm playing under 18s. 16s, I'm always playing upper year, 2-3 years youth team. Got my scholar obviously under 16, and then
The scholar Stevenage, yeah?
scholar at Stevenage, yeah. And I'll mention this now so I can relate back to it after. So when I'm 13 playing for the youth team, I'm getting an agent calling me as a 13-year-old. Now I'm working with agencies at the moment. Shout out James Mully, Panther Sports, top people, doing things the right way. But so I'm an agent shouting me from when I'm 13. So remember, from 13 to 16, he's calling me all the time, like, so you can't sign until you're 16 or whatever it is.
16,
But calling me like, just offering me the world and telling me this club's watching me. And looking back now, I'm a 14-year-old. I'm being told, this team's watching you. Make sure you're like, that's unwanted pressure.
Yeah.
You don't need that. And that's why now I said shout out James Mullen, because I want to do things the right way for the next generation.
Yeah.
So they can learn from my story.
This is it. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I've been obviously in a good position to work with a couple of good agents.
Yeah.
Like you're saying. And
Yeah.
like, it's about building trust, first of all.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to meet this guy as a 16-year-old, and he's saying to me, I've got a music agency. You and your mum want tickets to a concert? I can sort it out.
Wow.
But what about my career?
Yeah.
What about my
That's
career?
important.
But at the time, I'm young.
Sliver.
I'm from don't come from the best background. I come from an amazing background. Bless my mum, amazing background. But I mean, like going to a concert wasn't normal for us. So I'm thinking, Mum, we can go to concerts through football. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm offering something.
Yeah,
I'm
I
bringing
feel like I'm
something to
better
the
in my
table.
mum's life.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. No,
And then 16s to first year, being honest now, being transparent, and I hope kids can learn from this. Anyone watching, learn from this. I made the mistake of doing nothing all summer because I thought, I've been playing youth team from the age of 13.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back and be in the first team in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Where I come back, I was overweight, like fat, struggling.
Hey,
we done
Fat Club.
first time.
He's trying to dig me out because I got Fat Club.
Yeah, that was me.
I went over.
Bro, you want to know Fat Club? I had real Fat Club at Stevenage. So they done body fat testing, yeah. My body fat was something like 17%.
That's too high, bro.
Yeah, bro, it was supposed to be 10.
Yeah, bro.
Right now, I'm about 35, but back then it was, yeah. So I remember I'm coming in, but you're walking into an environment now, and like people that's only been through the academy system, bro, it's ruthless. My name wasn't Zak Guerfi, my name was Chunky.
Oh, wow.
My name was Chunky.
That's what they're calling
Coaches, physios, players,
letting you
Chunky.
know it. There's none of this.
Yeah.
That does happen.
CPC,
I got Fat Boy Da Costa.
Yeah,
You got
Straight up, Fat Boy Da Costa. I got
But to the point where I'm
good one.
But to the point where like I'm even thinking on the way to training, I'm not even thinking about my session. I'm thinking I don't want to take my t-shirt off.
That's
That's
what
what it gets to you. Yeah,
It does.
But what's funny as well is that obviously you said all summer doing nothing, but I think the other side of it is like you're surrounded by other players that are working their socks off all summer.
Yeah.
And this is one thing that I think a lot of people tend to keep quiet the work that they do.
Yeah.
So they're doing bits behind the scenes and
Yeah.
you don't know because you're just thinking, yeah, cool, I can do that. I've been playing the club like me where I'm going back into it and it's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Not knowing that other people are trying to get an advantage.
Yeah.
They're probably eyeing you saying,
Yeah.
no, hold on. This kid's coming, taking my position in the youth team. Like, no, he's taking my minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're on it. So yeah.
I just didn't understand the transition from part-time to full-time. That was my struggle because obviously I'd be doing day
It's
release.
hard, you know.
Bro, it's tough. It's tough. And when you come in, like, obviously before, the things with Stevenage is when you get released from Arsenal, Chelsea, your drop down is Stevenage. So
I was going to ask you this. I was going to ask her, did you find that obviously players are coming from those clubs and now they're obviously vying for your
yeah, so we had one
position?
boy, Jacob Crowd, come from Leicester. The thing is, Stevenage had a link with Ireland, so we were signing loads of Irish internationals that was coming over. Good players, but they was hungry as well. Because they come from playing on bad pitches, amateur football.
Yeah.
They come to Stevenage, and for me, I'm like, Stevenage Cat 3, I want to be Cat 1, Cat 2, like every kid does. But they're coming and thinking, oh, this is good.
Yeah, they're embracing it. They're saying,
so my first year anyway, I struggled first year, like, but emotionally I struggled because I was used to being a top boy there. Now I'm at the bottom of the pile.
Okay.
No one rates me no more. Like, I feel like my career is done at 16. I remember Christmas, I can't remember what happened. Like, I weren't really playing. I was getting injured all the time, whatever. And then, like, Stevenage was ruthless, as I say. If you played under Darren Soul, like, you'll know some of he's a great guy, but some of his methods are a bit, like,
extreme.
Looking back now, they're, extreme.
Okay,
Yeah.
talk to me. I need detail.
So anyone that's played for Stevenage, they'll laugh at this. So there's a pole, yeah? And when this pole goes in the middle of the change room, you know you're going across the road to the park to run. But what would happen is someone turned up late to training, for example. That's it, the pole's in the middle of the change room. And I see why he does it in certain ways to create like that team thing. But in other ways, I think there's better ways to do it. Now I'm older looking back. So that pole meant we was running.
Everyone was running.
Everyone. So you've turned up 2 minutes late, the pole goes in, like, oh, Carl, like, you're late, man.
Okay.
Like, we're running. So that pole would go in the middle of this park called Shep Park. There was 12 trees. You used to have to run to the tree, to the pole, to the tree, to the pole, to the tree, to the pole. If you didn't get in a certain time, everyone's going again.
Oh, I hate
But
that.
there was like, I'm not going to say the boy's name because I don't know how him up on here, but there was one time a player was late. So we've done the run. And then, I don't even know if he's still playing football, you know. But we've done the run and Darren's like to him, listen, if you don't say sorry, you're going again. He's like, I'm not saying sorry. Bro, we've run again.
They were calling Jaden Sands.
Yeah, but yeah, basically. He's like, listen, if you don't say sorry, you're going again. I'm not saying sorry. We started running again. But now everyone's like, just say sorry. Like, but what he tried to do, he tried to, from a young age, like, he did make us men early, to be fair. Like, at the time, I never understood what he was doing. Like, I didn't understand it in any way because I'm just like, oh, this is dead. I'm trying to be a footballer. We say, this is Stevenage, a flex club. This is not football. Because we're always being punished, always running. But looking back now, he was trying to make us men early and show us the real world.
It's creating that accountability as well.
Exactly. Because he was like, your guys, if that guy lets you down on a Saturday, that's 3 points gone.
Yeah.
By the time, we don't care about 3 points. No, I'm just caring about immaturely at that time. Yeah, but I chopped him. Yeah, but I done this.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I get you.
That raises another question to me. So what? Okay, so obviously you're 16, playing like obviously serious football, playing for points.
Yeah.
What was the emphasis from points to development?
Yeah.
Obviously, being around the academy system myself, I sometimes think that coaches put too much emphasis on points rather than, hold on, you're trying to create a football player here.
Yeah.
So what did you find?
So Stevenage was very points-based.
Okay.
Stevenage was very, very, very points-based. Like, it was more about, now it's changed. Like, they got really good guys there. Jordan Gibson, Yayan, Robbie O'Keefe, shout all of them guys. Good guys that have actually changed the way of things happening now. Now it's about developing a player. But before it was 3 points. Be prepared. They used to always say, like, oh, if you're not ready for this, if you can't do this with the youth team, you can't be expected to go and play in front of 4,000 people at the Lamex and get 3 points.
Yeah.
So anyway, my second year so first year basically scrapped that. That's what I was saying. So at Christmas, I've called up Darren. I was like, I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. He was like, you want to leave, yeah? And I was hoping he was actually saying, don't leave. I just wanted some reassurance, but I was like, I'm gone. I'm done with football. I'm retiring. Like, this at 16. Ended up coming back and then was like, second year, I was like, I've actually got 1 year now to save my career. So my second year, got made the youth team captain.
Oh, I see.
So from all of this stupidness, I'm now youth team captain. Bro, I come back, body fat 10%, lean, slim, captain. Like, I will openly say, I'm not going to say it, I was the best player in that second year. In that age group, I was the best player in my second year.
Okay.
But Darren Soul was now the first team manager.
All right.
So Darren Soul only remembered my first year.
Of course.
Not my second year.
Yeah.
So I knew in the back of my head, I'm never going to get a professional football contract at this club whilst he's here. So just the key points from that second year. So we must have played one game against Brentford B team. They just started their B team these times, 2016, 17. Played sick. Next day, my agent, who I ended up signing with, that was trying to get me for 13, called me. He's like, oh, Brentford want you. They want you to go in. So I'm like, man, like, I've come from, my career's there. Then all of a sudden, I'm thinking I'm going to quit. Now I'm getting asked to go on trial at Brentford whilst contracted to Stevenage. So in my head, I'm thinking I'm going to get sold. Yeah, I'm a baller. Do you know what I mean? As you do.
Sorry, still not committed to an agent.
No, the agent that wanted me from 13. I'm with him. I committed to him.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
So anyway, gone to Brentford, trained with them first session. I don't know what happened to me. God bless me that day. I was never played football like that in my life.
Yeah.
I was
Sometimes
like-
that happens though. when
Yeah,
you're on trial.
what is that, man?
Bruv, it's just your
Excitement.
override. You just kick
Yeah,
in, like you
yeah.
just.
So okay, funny, like just come back to it. But I knew a player who was very similar, and what they used to say about him is that first couple of months on
Amazing.
trial, like amazing. So he'd always get signed.
Yeah.
As soon as he got signed, the dip.
Yeah. It's an
You
emotion.
get
motivation.
comfortable, yeah.
It's
I think you get comfortable as well, though. Like when you're on trial, you know you have to prove.
Yeah.
You're here for a reason. You're here to take a number one spot.
Yeah,
So
it's
you need to.
complacency.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It is
I'm the biggest one for that.
You
Even
think so?
still now, yeah, I do it all the time. I don't. That's one thing I'm trying to change about myself, especially in football. So I've gone to Brentford. I can't remember the academy manager's name at the 23s, whoever it was, but he was gone into analysis after training. Now I'm used to training at Stevenage. You go home. Brentford is professional. We have analysis. We watch the session back, and then he's gone to all the boys like, "Oh, the best trainer today. You want to know who it is? Fucking Zak." Can I swear?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
it's-
yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking Zak. And I'm like, I'm gonna get a pro. Like I'm like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've gone trained for like 4 days, and then we had a game against Crystal Palace. So I remember walking in this game, I'm thinking, like, this is how football works. You get one opportunity, and you take that. And no matter what's happened in the past, you take the opportunity, you sign a 3-year contract, you're good.
Yeah.
We
Set.
play Crystal Palace. I stunk up the pitch. It was so bad.
Yeah.
So I realized their midfield was Nia Kirby,
All right. Yeah.
Kian Flanagan,
Yeah.
Michael Phillips. I played 45 minutes against them and I can still remember all of their names. That tells you something.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got subbed off at half time. The agent was there after the game. I went and sat in his big Range Rover and he just looked at me like, you're not getting signed. So gone back to Stevenage. But in my head, I'm still thinking, cool. I've just gone to Brentford whilst I'm contracted at Stevenage. Surely now Stevenage must offer me something, you know, because then what's happened? Whilst I'm at Brentford, the Brentford midfielder has gone to Stevenage. James Ferry. So Stevenage has signed James Ferry. I haven't been signed by Brentford. I've come back and got released. Now, whether I would have got released if that was the case or not.
Yeah.
So I got released now.
So technically, this guy has come to take.
Yeah. So basically, I was going to go to Brentford. He was going to go to Stevenage.
Yeah.
If I'd done well. I've gone to Brentford, was good in training, stung up the game.
Yeah.
Brentford haven't took me. Stevenage took that guy, James Ferry.
That's
Yeah. Come back. I
that's
remember
that. Oh.
got called into my meeting. And I remember this is Darren Saul. He's seen me. Like, Darren Saul is a great guy. Like I said, I don't agree with everything he done. But looking back now, I try to find the positives because that man, as a 15-year-old, took me to Florida for a tournament. Spurs, Brentford was there. We played against USA national team. Made me captain of the U team at 15 in this tournament. Like, he showed me a lot of love. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, I was like, I looked at him sometimes like as a father figure in the academy.
Yeah.
So I was mad hurt when he weren't taking me in.
Yeah.
But looking back now, knowing him as a man, he probably was so disappointed in me how I came back for my first year. And he's a man, you cross him once, he'll never take you back.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Can I ask a question based on that?
Yeah.
It might be a bit personal. I have to ask,
Yeah.
But did you have a father figure?
Yeah. So I speak about it a lot in the show Boot Dreams and BBC Three, catch up on it, BBC iPlayer. I speak about it a lot. My father was in and out of my life, but I always wanted to impress my dad through football. So I felt like if I weren't a footballer, do you know what I'm saying? That was my
That hit home. That one.
I feel like that could resonate with a lot of people.
And this is why now
that hit home.
That's why now I'm trying to inspire the next generation because, like, my relationship with my dad would be, you're not, hi son, how's school? How's football?
Yeah.
And when I was booming in football, I felt like I had something to speak to him about.
Yeah.
When I weren't booming, he would call me and I wouldn't even want to answer because it's like I'm embarrassed because
Yeah, like,
I'm not
I'm not
failing.
impressing
I'm
him.
failing you kind of thing.
and that was an insecurity in myself, which only now at the age of like 25 now, turned the other day, like I'm starting to notice about myself on this journey. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah,
You ever spoken to him about that?
do you know what? It's funny because he's obviously watched the show, so he's seen it, and he'll watch this as well, but we've never had the conversation.
Okay.
And I feel like it's a touchy subject for both of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dad's a very proud man.
Yeah.
So he just kind of, do you know what I'm saying? Brushes it and
Puts things to the side
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So walked into the meeting with Darren and first thing he said, this exact words, and I thought, Zak, cut the bullshit, you're not getting a professional contract. Boom, released, been there from the age of 11, so 7 years of my life.
How did that feel? Like, what's
Like
like,
that,
like,
wow.
Yeah. Do you know what? Ego at the time, which I'm learning about now, ego at the time said to me, I'm going to get a club. My man, I'm going to get a club. I'm going to show him. And then I've come out of that meeting and the reason I said I'm going to mention the agent is because I've come out, called him up. What you got for me? Yeah, I'll email you in a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks have come by, called him. What you got for me? yeah, I'll email you next week. He didn't send my stuff to no one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention as well, from the age of 15, I was getting called up for the Tunisian national team, for the under-18s from the age of 15. This is my shirt for when I got called up for the senior squad. But
so this is for the senior team.
This is for the senior team. But from 15, I was getting called up for the under-18s of the national team. So in my head, I'm thinking, I'm an under-18 Tunisian international at the time. Like, I'm second year, I'm been a captain of the second year. Throughout the second year of the scholars, like, surely someone must be able to give me a trial at least, you know? Didn't get nothing. So non-league it was. Kevin Watson, who was the first team manager the first team assistant under Teddy Sheringham in my first year, had the job at Bishop Stortford. So he's called me like, oh, Zach, like, do you want to come down to Bishop Stortford? Like, I know about you. I'm just putting something good together. They just come down from Conference South.
Okay.
And looking back now, I stay as a Ryman. In my head, I'm like, I'm not going to the Ryman. I was 18, I'd achieved nothing in football. Who the hell am I to say that?
Yeah.
But that was my ego at the time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of man's ego.
Bro, and I'm looking back now and I'm like, how stupid of you. Even, I can talk about this, I'm going to even talk numbers. You give me £125 a week. Second week into pre-season, I said, I want 175. As an 18-year-old. Who do I think I am?
Wow, that's mad. Yeah,
Who do I think?
But this way,
I've got no experience or knowledge.
Yeah, and this way, somebody.
You need somebody around
somebody
you.
To
Somebody to just get hold of him.
I went into Bishop Stortford training and I'm thinking, honestly, like, I don't talk rubbish. I'm thinking, I'm the best player here. Right or wrong. And I had Dippo Akanyemi was in the team. George Casey, rest his soul, has passed away now. He was in the team, amazing player. Had a team full of good players. And I believed I was the best. I just did that.
I'm going to have to ask Dippo about this. Yeah.
But then Marvel...
Epic Star.
Yeah. Marvel's the one that's...
Marvel's playing non-league.
Yeah,
and Marvin's at Blackpool.
Marvel was there, yeah. Even them times, Marvel was saying to me, bro, go 23s. Like, you're a baller. Like, you can... This ain't the route for you.
Marvel's real like that.
Yeah, Marvel's real like that. Even Marvel, one time we're training, Marvel, I love this story, I'll never forget. So I had this thing of like, bro, pass me the ball. Yeah, Marvel, give me the ball. Marvel just grabbed me by my neck. Stop, don't talk to me like that again. That's real. That's how it was.
Marvel,
he don't play games. And that made me a man. So playing pre-season and yes, I've asked more money, like looking back stupid enough.
Wait, they say no.
Of course. Said no. He was like,
mate, what have you done?
He actually gave me a polite answer. Looking back, no, I'd have told you, don't bother coming. So yeah, was there 7 games in. Kevin Watson actually, bless him, like, I knew I was gonna get let go. I knew it, like, I could sense it. I weren't playing. I would come on and stink up the pitch. I weren't doing my thing.
You're going through a horrid time.
Bro. I'm going through a torrid time, but you know, to the point where people have seen me coming in pre-season flying, and they've seen the dip. That's Marvel, Dippo. Them boys are talking to me like, bro, like, sort yourself out. I ain't got the emotional intelligence or no one around me to do that. So anyway, they've got rid of me. Gone to Enfield Town under Andy Lees. Signed registration papers. You think I ever got on the squad once? No.
What league is that?
Ryman again.
I've had dealings with him. Yeah. Obviously, I played under him last year.
Yeah.
Did he speak to you?
I called him. Andy, can I come in, brother? Yeah, come in, mate. First sessions, sign me. I thought, was it?
He does his homework though. I'll give him that. We'll do his homework.
I was there for 2 months. I didn't get in the squad once.
Wait, what are you trying to say? He didn't speak to you once or what?
Bro, you just leave him out and you just don't say.
I never heard from him.
He won't speak. He won't say, "Oh, do you know, I'm just resting you today," or you know, I think we're gonna go. No, nothing. Then I told him once. I said to him, like, I want to talk to you. He said, yeah, talk to me. I said, why did you tell me that? Why am I not playing? Then he gave me a reason. I can't even remember. It might have been like, oh, I didn't think you hit the ground running enough. Yeah, I scored 2 and 2. Wow. Like, and then when I didn't score in one game, you dropped me.
That's not league though. That's not league.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I got a call from Gavin Willisey, who was working for the LFE at the time. And LFE are the people that. So when you're a scholar, it's an educational program. Yeah. That's how you get your wages paid. So our educational program is run by the LFE. He's called me. He's like, look, I've got this opportunity for you to go to Sweden. It's basically, I think it was a 3-month contract they give you, and if you do well, it leads to a contract at the team. And this team was playing in League 2, Bodens, BK they're called. So I said, Gavin, please get me out. Like, at the time, I'm working as a sports coach. I'm living in Hertfordshire at the time. I'm driving from Cheshunt to Luton to an after-school club for £15.
Times are hard.
You know what I mean? But I'm doing anything to make ends meet. Like, I got no bread, no nothing. Yeah. I couldn't go and put petrol in my car's declining, everything. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
The grind.
I've been there.
The grind. Yeah. Wait, how old are you these times?
20. Oh, them times?
Yeah.
18?
18.
Yeah.
Oh, it's acceptable.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you're driving at 18?
Yeah. Little Vauxhall Corsa
Yeah,
1.2 thing. Yeah. And yeah, where was I? Sorry?
So you were at Sweden?
Sweden, yeah. So I'm saying, Gav, get me out there. Boom, gone to Sweden, jumped off the plane. It's like -28, snows up to here. Landed on a Wednesday. No, sorry, landed on a Thursday. Friday, we got a 3-day tournament. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's a tournament with all the teams that in the local area. So
Was it 5-a-side?
No, 11-a-side. 11-a-side
Okay.
tournament. Yeah, Sweden, they do things different. So first game I'm on a bench. I'm watching, I'm thinking, I ain't even kicked the ball in like 4 or 5 months. And these men are good, you know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking League 2 Sweden. I'm going to go down. I'm thinking,
You're thinking
lot
you're
are
going there to
good.
bad it up, innit?
I'm thinking, I remember sitting on a bench, my back sweating. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I don't even want to come on. Like, do you know what I mean?
Ready.
And the second game I've played, come on, done good. Yeah, ripped up the game. Ended up winning the tournament, played Friday, Saturday, Sunday, won the tournament. And then they offered me a 2-year contract on a Monday. Yeah, so
hold on, is this part-time or
full-time.
Full-time, yeah.
Full-time.
So you've gone from not playing in 4 or 5 months, going to Sweden,
Winning this
offered-
tournament.
winning the tournament.
Like, come on, started the second game, played sick. Started every game, final, played sick. Couple other teams there was like, who's this guy? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, can I ask you something? How are you communicating with these man?
No, Swedish, they speak English.
Yeah.
They speak English.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
They speak England.
I
out
actually
there.
didn't know
English,
that.
yeah.
I didn't know that. That
Yeah.
sounds poor as well.
So I've signed a 2-year contract. Like they've offered me on a Monday, but like I'm obviously at the time I'm thinking, part of me's like, I'm leaving home. What am I doing? So like I thought about it for a couple of weeks and I said, you know what? I'm going home for what? To do what? To sit there and complain about my situation. Let me take this. Worst comes to worst. I've got 2 years of full-time football behind me. I'll go back with a better opportunity. End up winning the league in my first season.
Sick.
Won the league.
Did you get bonuses in it?
Nah. Sweden, they're not like that with the money. There's not really a lot of money out there. But you know what? The big thing about Sweden, you're a human before you're a footballer.
That is very
In
important.
England, you're just a footballer. In Sweden, they nurture you, they care about you. And like in Sweden, they play football, which made me a better footballer, like I remember my first game, I'm going there smashing people, boom. The midfielder said to me, why are you so angry? Calm down. Like, be calm.
Yeah.
I'm getting the ball, I'm trying to zing a 60-yard pass, he's like, just bounce it back to the centre back.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the emphasis in England, though. Let's be real.
That Gerrard sort of charging around.
Yeah, like you have to be.
that was me, Darren.
Yeah.
Because that come from Stevenage because I was told that was my game.
Yeah.
This was my problem. I was told you're a destroyer, smash people, and then when I went to Sweden, I thought, well, I've actually got ability. I can play.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Surprise yourself
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. So I'm back for my second year pre-season. They made me captain for the pre-season. So I'm captain. I'm thinking, I'm a 19-year-old in Sweden, captain of this team pre-season. See, I didn't get the captaincy. He called me and he said, look, you're a bit young, but like you've got a big future, the manager. Just keep doing your thing. Bro, first 10 games we lost the season. Mates that now I'm on the bench again. Anyway, I'm sitting there. This is a funny story. I'll speak about this on the show. I'm sitting there in my apartment one morning. I've just come back from training, head lost, train dead. No, I'm not playing Saturday. I get a message on Facebook Messenger in French. Oh, yeah, got a message on Facebook Messenger in French. Anyway, the phone number. No, I don't speak it.
Okay.
Obviously, they speak it. Tunisia.
Finish it, yeah.
Called the guy. Or got a message saying call me or something like that. So I called the guy. Hello? Bonjour, Zak Guerfi, blah, blah. In my head, I'm like, I don't know what my man's saying, but I hear he's saying Equipe Nationale.
Okay.
National team. But I'm thinking, surely not. Anyway, so basically, I'm just saying to him, we? But I don't know anything. After I've texted him saying, look, please can you call my dad? I didn't really understand what you're saying. Anyway, call my dad, obviously speaks French Arabic. Call my dad. My dad's calling me like, son, you've been called up for the national team. I'm saying, yeah, listen, I'm not in the mood. I've just trained dead. Like, drop me out, dad. Like, I'm really not in the mood for this rubbish right now. He's like, no, you've been called up. Like, you're going next week. They've got a game against Iraq. So I'm like, dad, shut up. Like, he's like, no, son, like, seriously, you shut up. Listen, you're going, yeah? So I'm like, right, now, all these negative emotions are gone. Like, I feel like the man now. My chest is up. I feel good. Went out to Tunisia. That's the shirt from the game against Iraq.
First cap, yeah?
Number 11 as well. Is what
Bro, number 11 with no technical ability.
Wait, you were still playing deep, but number 11?
Yeah, bro. So even so before the game, I'm sitting in my hotel room. So flew out there, business class, gone to Turkey, flew to Turkey, changed Turkey to Tunisia. Got to my hotel, like, and it was basically, they called up, I think 4 or 5 young players. Me from Sweden, from the team in Sweden, Bodens. Noah Abid from Ajax. Mohamed Ben Fredge, I think he was at Montpellier or Marseille. Mark Lamptey from Bayer Leverkusen. Idris El Mazouni is at Leighton Orient now for Ipswich. So we've come as the young 5 players to the senior team. All the, like, where are you playing? Man's at Ajax, Bayer Leverkusen. And to be like Sweden.
Yeah.
You see it?
Oh, you didn't even say the
team
name first. You said the country first.
Yeah. Gone into training first session. And honestly, when I'm telling you boys, I'm like, I'm not far off these men that are playing Champions League.
Okay.
Honestly, in the first session, I'm like, I'm not far off them.
You do that though. You start comparing that.
No, but I'm like,
what's the difference?
I'm like, what's the
difference?
difference?
Yeah.
Anyway, Alan Jarres was the manager. So he's won, you know him, yeah?
Yeah.
He's won the World Cup with France. I think
yeah.
the blue, did he? Alan, I don't know if he won the World Cup. Won the World Cup. I don't know why I've got that in my head, but World Cup or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So after training, like these times I'm professional, bro. So I'm training, everyone's going to the room. I'm in the pool swimming, recovery, stretching. He's come to me. He's like, you don't speak English. So we're speaking broken conversation, but he's like to me, you a good player. Why Sweden? Yeah. I'm like, me, no option. I have like, do you know what I mean? He's like, okay, you see me? France, profile, me, PSG, Lyon, Marseille. Yeah, Marseille, any team, me. I say, Zak, good player, he go. I'm thinking, bro, my life's going to change forever. So I knew we had to get him to rack. I'm thinking, I need to go to training, do my thing, get in this game. And this guy, he's saying, me, I look after you.
Yeah.
You my son. This is how he's talking to me.
Man.
Yeah. I remember I called my mum like, he said this, he said that. Like, I'm back in my hotel buzzing. And then next day in training, we're playing a game of like stop ball day. So like, so you've got 2 teams and you have to dribble it over the line. You know, with the ball, you have to dribble it, stop at the line, and get a point. 6 passes. Yeah. But the game's 2 touch max.
So how you meant to dribble? Oh, so you got
to or pass it on the line.
Yeah, and then you stop. One person stops on the line. Yeah. Cool.
But I'm controlling. I've got this in my head now. So in my head, I'm like, I've got to be saying I'm not. So I'm getting the ball. I'm taking 3 touches. He's stopping the session. Zakaria. Next time I try to play 1 touch, it comes off my shin. Do you get it? Like, I'm just thinking too much.
Yeah, you're overthinking.
Come to the game, I didn't end up getting on. Anyway, flew back to Sweden. I've got agents hitting me up left, right, and centre. Boom, like Instagram. This time I'm on LinkedIn. Imagine that. I've got agents hitting me up on LinkedIn. Imagine that. Yeah. So one, can't remember the company name now. The Scouse boys hit me up there. I was like, we can get you in at Crawley.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, I'll go. So I've said it to to Sweden. They're like, look, you're contracted here. The only way you're going is if you get sold. And obviously Crawley League 2, they've never seen me play football apart from clips, and they heard I'm with the national team and etc. So the Crawley's like, look, your contract expires in November, because Sweden, their season's April till November.
Okay.
You have to play through the summer because it's too cold.
Okay, yeah.
So they're like, look, when your contract runs out in November, come back. This is June, yeah? July.
Yeah.
Come back, train with us for a couple of weeks. If we like you, we'll take you on a free. I'm like, look, if I wait this long, like, what's going to happen? I've got no real advice around me again. An agent hit me up from Belgium. He's like, look, there's a team in Tunisia that'll take you, US Monastir, and they'll buy you.
In Tunisia?
In Tunisia.
Have you been to Tunisia?
Yeah, I'm there every year. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is home.
So this is... Yeah, but I don't speak the language. Okay. So it's home from home, if you get it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but Tunisia, cool. Like, is that a really progression? But then Tunisian is probably the best footballing nation in Africa. Tunisia is the gateway to the big teams in Europe. If you do well in Tunisia, you're going...
I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm Nigerian.
Yeah. But if you look at the
I don't think I know enough.
African Champions League, it's always Esperance that win it. They're up there. And they're in, So I'm thinking, cool. Like, but this is a gateway back to a top division Europe. So I'm going Holland, Germany, if I do well, something like that. So I spoke to they've put in like it's mad. So they're putting in all like these like formal bids for me, but they're giving it to me to give to the club. So I'm seeing all these figures and I'm thinking, this is nothing to do with me. This is what the agent should be doing.
Yeah.
But obviously there's a translation barrier. So the club's speaking to my dad's speaking to me, I'm speaking. And
your dad speaks French?
Yeah, in Arabic, yeah.
Okay, in Arabic.
So I'm trying to focus on playing, but then I'm having meetings with a sporting director in Sweden, like, I want to go. He's like, you're not going without money. I'm like, cool. So I'm calling my dad. They need this much. He's going back like, no, they're not going to pay that. They're going to pay 50% now, 50% after 30 games. Just And an agent should be doing them negotiations. You know?
I'm intrigued. What was the price tag of this?
It was small. So they started off saying like something stupid, like 50K, something like that.
Okay.
Something stupid like that.
Say small.
But,
small.
But for footballing terms.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking though, for at the time, an international footballer, do you know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
Okay, so you're saying small relative
to the industry.
Yeah, I get what you're
saying.
Okay.
To the industry.
You're saying to
the
professional
market,
football.
To the professional football.
Okay.
Yeah, to me that's big bet money.
No,
But
that's massive money.
Yeah. But to the industry, it's small. When do you see, because you got to think, I'm 19 playing international football. When you see a 19-year-old sold for that, you don't see it, 20, whatever I was.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like to the agent, look, I don't know if I want to go. He's like, cool, go out there to Tunisia for a week, see the club, meet the staff, whatever, and then go back to Sweden, make a decision. So I've gone there. I'm staying in a suite in a hotel. My mum, my dad's out there. I've gone to the stadium, big stadium. They're telling me, I've met so they call it the president. I've met the president. He's telling me, one good season, I'm going to sell you to a team in Belgium because they're linked with a team in Belgium, KSA Eupen. If you heard of the team. One good season, I'm going to sell you to the team. So I'm thinking, cool. He's saying, you Beckham, you must know, man. Do you know what I mean? He's got my, and it's mad, we're sitting in a room like this and he's just watching my clips in front of me while we're talking. Yeah, I like you. You're going to be good. So ended up going back to Sweden. The deal went through. Signed a 4-year contract. But even this is mad. So
how old are you now though?
20, because I had my 21st birthday out there, so 20. So now I've moved to a second. Yeah, so I've signed. But anyway, so when we're talking about this contract, we're sitting in a room, yeah, and I'm saying see, Tunisia, it's not very professional. The people dealing with the contract, they're sitting there smoking cigarettes. The room's full of smoke. So my eyes is burning. Yeah. I'm sitting there and basically they put this contract in front of me of how much they're going to pay me. Now I'm just seeing zeros. And in my head, I'm trying to work out, okay, 2 zeros is 100.
Oh, in terms of the currency.
Yeah. But I'm seeing
what is the
so what's
the currency out there?
So £100. So yes. So what £100 is 350 dinar.
Okay.
But the equivalent amount, the average wage in Tunisia is probably 1,000 dinar a month.
Okay.
So that's like 200 to £300.
Okay.
But I'm seeing his contracts and I'm seeing play 25 games, 65,000 bonus. Qualify for this stage of this thing, 65,000, but everything bonus. The way you earn your money in Tunisia is bonuses. I'm seeing my salary.
Performance based.
Yeah. I'm thinking, bro, I'm saying, Mum, we're moving. You're getting a house. Everything's good. So anyway, I'm dealing with a negotiation. They've offered me. I'm like, gone back to my dad. How much do you offer you? Nah, you can get more out there. I've gone back. I'm not signing for that. Put another zero. Do you see what I'm saying? So so it ended up me getting this mad contract. But so it's supposed to be a 2-year with a 1-year option. And then imagine this, I'm out there. So I've signed 2-year, 1 year, but they've not submitted the contract. I didn't know at this time. So we've played a friendly. I've come on, ripped up the friendly. I'm getting the ball again. You know that moment where everything's just
flowing, man.
I'm getting the ball, I'm turning, but when I'm turning players and then nicking it past this one. The fans are all in Tunisia, they've got flares, fireworks.
Oh
So I'm buzzing.
Cultural, violent crowd.
Bro, I used to play with my socks high. I think Tunisia, my socks are low like Grealish. I feel like I'm the man. Yeah, I feel like I'm the man.
I was gonna ask, what, any songs? Have you ever had a song for you, fans?
No, possibly out there, probably cussing me after the first couple of weeks. They wanted to get rid of me. But so they've so anyway, come back now. Contract's gone through. They put me on a 4-year deal without me knowing. So because they didn't submit the contract, they just changed to 4 years. So when I
it's to be 2 year with one option.
And then bro, they've just, because they didn't submit it, they then just changed it to
I think
4.
I heard about this actually. No, with you. I think I heard about this.
They changed it to a 4-year deal. So I'm like, so I'm here for 4 years now. Okay, cool. I'll roll with it. Couple of months, for a couple of weeks in, I said, wow, this is the biggest mistake I've made. I don't speak the language. The manager is an absolute maniac. I won't say his name because I don't want to draw him out, but...
How was he a maniac?
But we'd get called into a meeting and it would be a projector with a screen. And this is just one of the meetings. So he put up one, I don't even know what the birds are. There's one bird, a species of a bird, and there's other birds. And there's other birds. And these birds are chasing this species of a bird. And basically he's saying, that's how you want us to defend. We just all chase the person. Yeah.
Wait, what am I hearing, bro?
So we're sitting there and for 10 minutes, we're just watching birds go across this screen. And I don't know what's going on. So my head's flying. And then I'm saying to one of the boys, Hasemtakar, big up Hasemtakar, good guy. Saying, what's he saying? He's saying, this is how he wants us to defend. And he's sitting there and he's like sweating. This is how, in Arabic, this is how we defend. Sweating over a 10-minute clip of birds flying around the screen. And all these birds was like tight, fast, aggressive.
Yeah.
So anyway, my head's gone there. Like, I'm not playing. Big up as well, another player, I'm going to shout him out, Emmanuel Agbadou, doing his thing now. He's playing for Stade Reims. You know, they got the English manager.
Yeah.
I was in Paris the other day, speaking to him. Good guy. He helped me through these hard times. So my head's gone, like I'm training dead. I'm not getting in a squad, I'm not playing. And anyway, end of the month's come, I'm not been paid. So I'm saying to them, where's my wages? No. Next week is coming. Yeah. So then I've got injured, I pulled my hamstring. Second month's come, not been paid. I'm saying, where's my wages? No, when you're injured, you don't get paid here. I'm saying, sorry? That's not in my contract. What do you mean we don't get paid when I'm injured? I'm a contracted player. No, you don't get paid. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, cool, I'm going home then. And so in my head, I'm like planning my escape now. Bro, it's mad. Like, I'm calling my mum, like, and I'm going to be transparent here. These times, I'm going through tough times mentally. Like, I don't like using the word depression and all that stuff because that's a big word now. So I don't like using that. But this is wrong. People relate to this in the thing. I was going through tough times to the point where I won't say the word depression, but I'm waking up at 8 a.m. and because in Tunisia, it's so hot in the day, you train at night. I'm waking up and I'm like, it's 8 o'clock. Damn, I've got till 5 o'clock to sit here and think all day. That's what I'm going through.
And do you know what it is? You don't have that, because you're not playing as well, because you're injured. You're not doing that. I've been there. You don't have that release.
I feel so secluded. Like, I can't speak to no one. No one speaks English. I can't speak to the manager to say how I'm feeling. I'm not getting paid. I'm not playing. My career's gone from there to now there. I'm walking in the street and people's like, when I first went, Zak Guerfi. Now people's like looking at me. They look the other, like, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's, because they put in the media, I'm on a big contract. I'm on big money. And where I'm an English boy going to Tunisia, like, people was hating on me, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And the Tunisians in the team as well, like, I don't, like...
Something against you.
They had,
not from
there's an agenda.
Not from there. Yeah. And it's like, when they're playing against me, these are going 200%. They're trying to hurt. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm calling my mum, like, I called her one day crying. I just need to go home. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm just going to book a flight and go. I got no money. You know what I'm saying? The agent that done the deal, Rafe Gujar, again, another clown.
I was going to say another. I was going to say the other way. Another top guy.
Another clown, to be honest.
I thought you saved the day.
He got his. So I'll get into why he's a clown. But he got his. So he's done the deal. He took his signing. He took his bonus, because agents get bonus when they do the deal. He took his bonus. I'm calling him like, you need to get me out of here. He's like, no, you're there now. Get on with it. That was his instructions. Anyway, so now they started playing me big time. So they've kicked me out of the suite I was living in. Because basically the president of the club owned the hotel. So I was living in one of these suites. Kicked me out of my suite and put me in a room with another player. But I'm telling you, the room was no bigger than this room. It's like I'm in a cell. And with a player that don't speak English.
Yeah. So my man's part of the team as well, yeah?
Yeah, but my man's on FaceTime all night, speaking all these different languages. I'm like, bro, like, I'm trying to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Then they kicked me out of that room, kept moving me from room to room, just doing stupid stuff. So my mum's ended up coming over. Third month has come. No, this was the final nail in the coffin. So I've come back from injury. They put me in a game for the under-17s. At the time, I'm like, I don't want to talk like I was a big I am, but in the reality of the situation, I just come back off the international call-up. You've just brought me from a team.
Yeah.
You put me with the 23s, you put me with the
17s.
So
and you're what, 21?
To me,
it gets worse.
Like, are they trying to make you leave?
It gets worse. I've come on the pitch and they sub me off after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I've come on, played, and they took me off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. I gone to the physio room. Like the physio room's like the safe place in full-time football. I just dashed the physio bed, started doing a madness. Went back to my hotel. I said, you know what, I'm going. So I said, look, you ain't paying me for 3 months. I'm taking you to court. Because legally...
This is what I was talking about, where I heard something. I think.
Legally in Europe, if you don't get paid for 2 months, but in Tunisia it's 3 months, you can take them to court. So I've took him to court. But I flew back to England, took him to court. So it's going to court now, but every time it's going to the hearing, it's getting adjourned. So because I was on a 4-year deal, basically, I had 2 options. I can keep taking it to court and it can keep getting adjourned, and this can go on for like 3-4 years, and I might walk away with nothing because they're saying they've paid me. They're saying they paid me in cash.
What? And there's no way to track
Like, there's no way to track that. I'm saying, look at my bank, you'll see there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
The times they paid you, had that been in cash?
Nah, so I got a sign-on bonus.
Okay.
And that was it. Yeah. And then they try to say, oh no, his bonus was 3 months' wages up front. Like,
They're just trying to lie,
yeah.
basically.
Bro.
And the agent that got me the deal, the reason why I said he's a clown, I'm calling him, he's like, look, if you leave, you owe me my expected earnings for the next 4 years. So because he's supposed to get a percentage of my salary, he's like, you've got to give me that expected earnings.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like, everyone's trying to fuck me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pause.
Sorry, my language.
No.
What I said. Sorry.
Yeah.
I only clicked it after. Sorry, yeah. So you throw me off now. So you throw me. I lost my finger.
So it's getting mad. Everyone's trying to
So everyone's trying to. I can't even say do me. It's the same thing.
Your language is good, bro. Everyone's trying to fight.
Yeah. So I had a 500,000 euro buyout clause in my contract. So I'm saying to the club, listen, they've said to me, I'm saying, look, just release me.
500,000 euros is bucks, bro.
Yeah. I'm saying, just release me. Like, or just pay me a percentage and we'll call it quits. They say, we're not giving you a penny. Because obviously I'm not valuable to them no more.
Yeah.
They're like, look, if you say to the newspapers that we've paid you every penny we owe you, and you sign a paper saying you won't go to the media outlet saying we paid you, we'll release you without the release fee. Because they're saying anywhere you want to go, we're gonna want 500,000 euros for you. So I remember Dagenham and Redbridge, I had a new agent at the time that got me a trial at Dagenham and Redbridge. I phoned because I had to let the club know that, okay, this is the situation. They said, yeah, told Dagenham and Redbridge we want 500,000 euros. Bro, Dagenham only got £500.
Yeah.
500,000 euros. Yeah.
Money was low.
Yeah.
So I feel the way it sounds is like this. You're not the only player they've done this to.
No, this is a regular occurrence out there. My boy that was at Ajax, Noah Bede, he actually went out there and it happened to him at another club. So yeah, anyway, so I end up signing this paper saying they paid me all the money they owe me and I won't go to the media outlet. Sign that paper. I'm like, I'm back. I'm going to get my career back on track. Went to Braintree, trainer on a Thursday. They signed me Friday morning. Started there Saturday. Played 3 games. I'm like, coming back. Like,
Where's Braintree at this time? What league are they?
Conference South. George Borg.
Okay.
Madman. Lost a billion.
When were you there?
This is 2000. So you'll know.
2022 I was there.
Okay.
Yeah, so played 3 games. I'm like, cool, I'm coming back. Gonna finish the season here. I can start kicking on again. COVID's hit. Season cancelled. So then, weren't playing football. I was like, what do I need? What am I going to do? Season's finished. New season started. Someone give me Andy Hessenthaler, you say it, right?
Yeah, Hessenthaler.
Hessenthaler's number. I've sent him a WhatsApp message like, look, my name's Zak Guerfi. Little mini CV. Can I come in and train? Or come in on trial, sorry. Hessy's like, yeah, come in. No problem, mate.
He's like that, you know?
Yeah.
He's like that. He is like that. He'll let man try.
Yeah, rocked up to the stadium. First session, again, I've got this theme you spoke about earlier. First session, ripped it up.
Where is this? K Sports?
No, the stadium.
What,
this
the
is COVID times.
Oh, COVID times, yeah. Rick must have been there then, no?
No, he weren't there. I think he had left that season.
Okay.
Who was there? Like Bilal, the right back now, Pasley, Oscar Goborn.
Okay.
Paul Rooney.
Is Trav there?
Yes.
Trav's
yeah,
there,
where's he now?
Trav. Yeah. I'm trying to get Trav out of retirement.
Really?
So, yeah. Big up Trav though. Big up
Gregory,
Trav.
right?
Yeah, Trav's
good player, yeah. Yeah, big up Trav, good player. Looked after me when I was there as well.
Was TJ there when you was there as well?
Yeah, Bramble, well in now.
Yeah.
So wait, I was gonna say because time is slowly approaching. I want to know more about the. It's called Boot Deal.
Boot Dreams.
Boot Dreams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how that came about and where it was.
Yeah.
And...
So just quickly, so at Dover, anyway, guy in there. Game against Dartford, got sent off. I come on the 60th minute, got sent off 61st. Hesse was like, look, can't do nothing, no money. Fell into non-league. That's where I met you. Bounced from club to club to club to club. Had probably...
Bumped into him, Tonbridge, didn't it?
Tonbridge, yeah.
Played together, yeah?
Yeah, did we play? We didn't play a lot because it was COVID times.
Yeah.
And he actually got signed and I was injured.
Yeah.
But I remember my first session with him, I was like, hey, this guy actually wants the ball.
Yeah. Exactly. Don't lie. Do you rate him?
Yeah, no, good player. Big step overs. That's what I remember. The big step overs. Yeah. You know about the big step overs. That's a compliment though.
Do you know, I've never clocked that, but
big step overs.
Yeah. Big step overs.
What do you mean about big step overs?
No, it's not a negative.
It's all right. You step over almost your whole body, like your shoulders. Yeah, it's true.
It's good, bro.
Yeah, it's effective. It's effective.
I'll take it.
When I think of Carl playing football, what I remember is big step overs. So I remember the first time I thought, big, like that's a... Because even me, after I was thinking, I might start doing my step overs like that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyone's watching that play football with you, they would agree. They'll see.
All right, I'm gonna ask you.
But yeah, anyway, bounce club to club to club to club, all the non-league bullshit. Sign in, play 5 games, get let go, not playing. don't get paid, bullshit. 6 managers in 3 weeks, Leatherhead, all the same old shit. So I said, so this year I'm 22, 25, I'm retired now. I'm done. I retired. I said, I'm done with football. In 2 years, I've been at Tonbridge, Cray Wanderers, Leatherhead, Potter's Bar under Sammy Moore. Sammy Moore, good guy, but my money, yeah, whatever.
Is that just kind of reminiscent of what non-league is like?
Bro, you sit here and anyone that's been in my situation, they can tell you exactly the same story. So bounce club to club to club. And then, was like, I'm retiring, so I'm done with football. Anyway, I'm sitting in David Lloyd's one day, get a call from an agent that I was with at the time. Said BBC had got this show coming up.
I'm thinking, how you avoiding David Lloyd?
Yeah.
Who do you know?
Yeah.
Man's got a membership, you know. So gold membership.
And then, he's called me, he's like, there's this show coming up, Boot Dreams, basically the concept, they're going to get 16 ex-professional footballers. They're going to train together in a full-time environment. Basically got 4 games to get back into professional football. So I had like a little Zoom call thing. They was like, we'll be back in touch.
Sorry, what year is this?
2021, what are we in now? 3. 2021.
So
where are you getting these opportunities? Because they're international, you reckon?
Do you know what? People that like play football with me and know me as a person, they know that what I've got about me. So people always want to help me, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they know that I struggle in other areas mentally. I get emotional, do you know what I'm saying? So they want to help me out. So this guy, he knew about what I was on. So he's like, look, I want to help you. Like, you've got ability. I can't see you just fade out the game and be another statistic.
But I'll be real, I'm not knowing too much about Boot Dreams, but so I think part of it must be your demeanour, your personality as well. Maybe people that have met you because you come across very well, talk very well.
Yeah, so this is where it was. So I've had a Zoom call. And how I've just, you see, this is like a therapy session for me. Yeah, we're just talking, I'm expressing the same thing like that. But that time I was so animated because I was more immature. So I'm talking in a Zoom call, I'm sweating. After an hour, she's like, we'll get back in touch with you soon. Next week, she texts me like, we want you. Like, you're done. Yeah. So that was like, show was supposed to start in January 2020. 2022. Didn't end up doing it. Started last summer. So yeah. Gone down there. Gift of Noel Williams.
Oh, yeah. He's got a son, Dijon.
Yeah,
I played with Dijon
at
Braintree.
He was the manager. So it was like mad. Like, you got players from all over. Forest, Leeds, Southampton. All, you could sit 16 of them here and we've all got a story to why we've come up professional football. So first game, Macclesfield. Again, like I'm noticing patterns about myself. Done my thing. Hopefully you can clip this clip in. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the clip it in after the game. Gifton's like, and Zach, son, you know what? You keep performing like that, and I'm gonna take you to a club myself. I'm gonna put you in my car, and I'm gonna drive you to a club, and I'm gonna say, just take this kid. And you see me, I'm sitting there like trying to hold my smirking back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Inside, I'm buzzing because that's the first bit of good information I've heard from football in a while, innit? So. I'm buzzing and like all the lads are like, oh, you're definitely gonna get something. Like you're done here. Like the camera's always on me.
Saying golden way.
Like they were telling me from week 1, like you're gonna be on a poster of the show. Like keep doing what you're doing. Roman Kemp was presenting it. Roman Kemp's calling me off the pitch. He's like, everyone's saying, Roman's buzzing off you. Like Roman's like to me, like we've had little one-to-ones. I'll give you the clips, you can clip them in. Like he's talking to me. I'm doing one-to-ones with him, and he's basically saying like, like you're flying, blah blah blah.
So I'm just going to rewind a bit, just because I'm a little bit lost. So Macclesfield are giving opportunities to people that have basically dropped out.
No.
So we played Macclesfield.
Yeah, we played against them. So we've gone into this. The team was called Boot Dreams.
Oh, that was the team.
Yeah, that was the team.
Okay,
and the concept was there was 16 of us all training together full time for a month, and we had 4 games against 4 different teams.
Okay,
Macclesfield being the first game.
Okay, got you.
And you ripped it.
Okay.
And so I'm thinking I'm gone. Like I said, I'll put you the clips. I'll send you the clips. You can put them in. Second game, we played Chesterfield. Yeah, Chesterfield. Obviously, they got to share out the minutes. The gaffer kind of said to me, like, you're not going to start. We've got to give other lads minutes. Come on, ripped it up again. But now the confidence is back. Football's like poetry for me. When it's flowing, I can't make a mistake. When it's wrong, I look like a cricket player. That's me, innit?
Okay. There's no in between.
No, I'm here or here. And that's my emotional problem. But it's like poetry for me right now. So I'm ripping it up. Third game's come, we played... can't remember, some Conference North team. I got injured in like the 20th minute. But they're just smashing us. Conference North, physical. You played Conference North?
I would never play that Viking league, bro.
I'm telling you, like, these men are smashing you. Like, get up,
It's Northern. Yeah, I know about the Northern mentality.
It's like you soft.
Yeah, they say we're soft.
You soft Southerner. But I've got smashed, but to the point where I'm like, it was a dead hip. I don't know if you've had a dead hip. I physically couldn't walk. I'm thinking, man, like if I'm come off now, whatever. Anyway, couldn't play, come off. And then, was out for a week. Obviously, when you miss a week in a 4-week program, it's a lot, you know?
It's a lot.
Come back,
That's
last
cool,
game,
bro.
Salford. I'll send you the clip as well. Come on, done my thing. But 2 lads got something. 1 lad got signed at Altrincham and 1 lad got signed at Watford.
Okay.
Big up Alex, Sammy and Jordan as well. Good guys.
Mm.
So nothing come off that footballing wise for me. And then, I called it a day again. I said, you know what? I'm going to put my passion into everything what I sit here and told you now, all this knowledge I built up to making sure the next generation don't make the same mistakes as me.
So what does that look like for you though? Is that a coaching thing? Is that
agency? So currently I'm in schools doing a coaching thing in schools. But my model in schools is very different to your normal teacher. My whole company ethos is about developing a human as well as bettering you in a sport. Because that's what I wish I had. Because no one was there to better me. And if I can do this at foundation level, which is school, which is participation level, when I can start working with children that are more talented, think how much better I can make them.
Yeah.
Also in agency work, big up, like I said, James Marley, Panther Sports. Like, I want to get in there. I can't go start representing big players, but I want to go down that route of the 16 to 18 to 23-year-olds. I've got so much knowledge.
Yeah.
And you look at it, a lot of these kids, they come from disprivileged backgrounds, single parent households. They haven't got that rock behind them really.
Yeah.
And they slip through the net.
Definitely.
Slip through the net. So that's where I want to go in the future.
So, all right, I got a question for you. Who is someone to look out for? Like, I want to say like a player, maybe a player you've played with to look out for, or, you know, like who's a... Like,
do you know what? Honestly, I'm so, like I said to you, I retired for a year. I retired again last season. So that was done. And then shout out Mark Weatherston, really good guy as well. Do you know Mark?
Yeah, is he what, Wingate?
No, he was at Wingate Welling now. Great guy, man.
Okay.
Like, I've known him from when I was young. And he was like, look, just come back and get fit and see where it takes you. So I went back to Welling this season, but I ended up dislocating my shoulder and I've been out. But even there, Welling step 4, like, and I'm not one of these guys that's step 4, step 3, step 2. Like, I don't like, because I respect all the levels. And to be honest, the lower I've gone down, the more difficult I found it.
It is hard. I think it's harder. I definitely think it's harder.
What's harder, right?
My problem is I find it harder up here emotionally, but also as well, I'm like, one of my mates come to watch me play for Welling. He said, bro, I don't even recognize you. He's like, you're so out of touch with who you was. But I know myself, like, I hate when people sit there, step 4 is dead. No. Say step 4 is dead when you scored 30 goals.
Yeah.
Then you can say step 4 is dead.
Yeah. It's an
I'm saying you
adaptation,
ain't conquered
isn't
it. You ain't
I'm
conquered
saying
it.
I was dead in step 4. Not step 4, I was dead in step 4.
No,
I struggle in non-league.
Yeah.
I've said this.
You say I don't think. Okay, so our time at Tonbridge when we did play, I didn't think you
but
looked out of place.
my thing is, see, at Tonbridge though, I didn't struggle in training, in games.
Training, like there was a link up.
Yeah,
Like,
but I would take. I think I'll take the piss in training sometimes. Ask Ricky.
Yeah.
Doug Loft, Ricky, Craig Barnbarrett.
Obviously, they were there the year after me, but the year
they was pulling me.
you was
like,
there.
Doug Loft, the good guy, the sick Craig. He was like, listen, you shouldn't be here. The ability you got, you shouldn't be here. But Steve McKim, good guy, but we see football different.
Okay.
So I had a different idea of how I wanted to play football compared to how he wanted to play football.
Yeah.
And again, similar character to Darren Saul. It's his way or no way, in my opinion.
No. That's it. He's a manager. That's his thing. Yeah.
Not all managers are.
Yeah,
but I hear you.
Yeah, but you know, it works.
Yeah.
It's the way for him, it works.
Today they just drew against Charlton. Fair play.
Yeah.
But my big thing is when you come out of full-time football, there's no emotional support for you. Like, and this is one thing. Shout out as well, Max Noble, Certified Sports. They're trying to make a big change for players that are getting released. I'm getting involved in this. You're going to see this big stuff happening in Certified Sports, Max Noble. They're making a big change because we're going to put an infrastructure in place for players that are released. Because how can you, in what other industry do you put all your effort in from the age of 5 to 23 to come out with nothing?
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
It's insane, man.
Nothing.
It's actually
and then you're
insane.
wondering, there's a statistic I see the other day. Only 1% of players, I don't want to say it exactly in case I'm wrong slightly, but something along the lines of 1% of players that was playing in a Cat 1 academy at the age of 16 are playing professionally in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to get?
The numbers
only
are
1%.
Yeah.
So
that's
what happens to the other 99?
Yeah, exactly.
And then all of these lads that went through the shit that I went through, like, I don't want that to happen for them.
Yeah.
So whether that's an infrastructure we put in place when you make an avenue for these players, an exit route or some sort of support, because you go into non-league and there is zero support.
Yeah.
No one, in non-league, I've probably had, over my space of 8 clubs, I've probably had accumulated 5-minute conversation with all managers.
Yeah.
And that might be me. That might be me. I need to go talk to people, but there's no one ever come.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if it was you, man.
Yeah.
I think it's just
But
the
then
nature of that game.
I understand from a manager's point of view sometimes that there's like 20 other players, bro.
Bro, and the harsh reality is in non-league, in full-time environment, you can pull me on a Monday morning and say, look, Zak, come on, son. But in non-league, they've got an hour on a Tuesday and an hour on a Thursday. Their main priority is preparing that 11 to get 3 points.
Yeah.
Because that extra 400 quid they're running a week pays their mortgage.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you're Steve McKim don't care about me when I'm not playing.
Yeah.
All these Danny Ked, all these players, they don't care about me when I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Because I'm no value to them.
Have you ever played for a manager? This to you as well. Have you ever played for a manager in non-league that does though?
Mark Weatherston.
For me, it's Steve McKim.
And review, and Ian Herring. He was at Hungerford. He tried to sign me when I first came out of Tunisia, but it fell through because I was still contracted. But bro, Ian Herring and Mark Weatherston are the only two people who have valued me as a human before football.
To be fair, I've got two like that. Then I have Steve McKim. I'd say Adam Flanagan, and I'd say my manager now.
And what kind of things do they do that showed that they're going the extra mile?
I think well, you go first. You can.
Sorry, yeah. So Ian Herring, for example, my first time I've trained, he's pulled me into a meeting. I'm driving from London to Hungerford. He's pulled me into a meeting. He's like, look, what do you need to make it work? Not, do you know what? You can only do, like, what do you need to make it work? Like, I want you.
Yeah.
But then he started asking me questions about my personal life.
Yeah.
Me as a human, my family. When you see me, oh, you're right. How's your mum?
Yeah.
How's your mum coming? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the little things.
The little things
that go a long way.
The little things. And he made me feel valued. Like, like, he would sit there and he told me about his personal life. I'm not going to mention it on here, but stuff that he's been through. Like, and I'm looking at this man like, wow, like I can relate to you. Mark Weatherston, again, like, judges you on a human. Like, if you do wrong, he'll get onto you, rightly so. But he will, like, I had a couple of things early this season where I had to miss something. Like, no problem, take your time. You're a human before. Remember, this part-time footballing thing, you're doing it on the side. It's not your full-time thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Mark Weatherston's a really good guy, man. And I'm actually supposed to be going back to training this week. Yeah.
So you might be back out of retirement.
Do you know what?
That's what we're saying.
Even this though, like sometimes I'm too honest and I shoot myself in the foot.
Can I just say one thing? That's the quality I've really admired about.
But I even said to Mark, like I said, Mark, you know what? Like, I'm not even doing it for you. The money you're investing in me, go spend it on someone else.
Okay.
I'm honest like that.
Yeah.
Because I see more than football now.
No.
I see more than football. Like,
but would you think you was tunnel visioned because of your relationship with your dad as well, and it was like the be all and end all sort of thing?
It's all linked. The older I get, I realise everything in life is linked.
Were you conscious of the time?
Yeah, I think we might be coming to a close. But
I got one quick question.
Yeah, do you think, man?
No, it's to do with my thing. Obviously, with this podcast as well is people in and out of non-league and whatnot. I need to know, like, just like. It's going to be a bit of one that you need to think about. But in non-league, because obviously I know you've played professional, but in non-league, who is the player that you've played against that was like the hardest player played against non-league?
It's a tough one, you know. Do you know who I played against? I don't know why his careers fell off a few years ago when I was at, where was I? I think I was at Tonbridge.
Okay.
There was a lad, he played for Cray Wanderers called Freddie Parker. No, I was at Welling, Freddie Parker.
Was he at Cray?
He's playing, I think he plays for Cray Valley now, yeah. I'm telling you, I played against this guy 4 years ago when I was like, I walked into this game for Welling thinking, let's play the Step 3 team, Cray Wanderers. These lot are dead. Like, this guy, I think he's got to go 50 yards, ripping people, strong.
Yeah, he's big, innit? He's quite big.
I don't know what's happened to him.
He ripped us at Tonbridge as well, you know?
I don't know what's happened to him. He's fell off. But if I'm honest, no one I've really, and that's not an egotistical, that's not a thing, but no one I'm trying to think, Tonbridge days. No one I've really played against, I've been like, wow.
Yeah.
But I take that into the professional game as well. You know what? There's not a big, it's not a big.
You're not starstruck.
But it's just
right?
when you
You're
say
not
that in
wowed
non-league,
by
I just think back to one game. It's like that game I was like, oh, like, this kid can play.
Yeah.
And I actually did, a couple of times I looked out to him like, what's happened to him? But
you do that though in non-league. When you come up against
to,
someone that you rate, you kind of look for them to see,
that
right,
was a Bath that was good.
Yeah.
The small lad, he played centre midfield, he was scoring goals for fun, the ginger boy.
Oh, it's Sutton Smith.
I can't remember his name.
He's proper ginger, he's quite small and yeah.
He was good. We had a good battle.
He is good to be sharp.
Yeah. Cool. So the other thing I'll ask you then is Boot Dreams. Can we still watch that?
Yeah, so Boot Dreams is out now. It was out on BBC Three every Sunday, 9 p.m. But now it's on iPlayer. So yeah, the full series on iPlayer.
Cool.
I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, I'm checking it out, man.
I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah,
Got
no, I watch it. It's a
Zak
good
Guerfi
watch.
there, man.
It's a good watch.
Yes.
Yeah, and before we go, I want to start something where, and you've given me this idea.
Yeah.
I won't lie, you've given me this idea, but I want to start something where we have a lot of guests on this podcast.
Yeah.
Where you give a bit of advice.
Yeah.
To the next guest that comes on.
Yeah.
So it might be someone that's obviously played the game. It might not. It might be somebody young getting into the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so advice from you.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna relay it to them when they come on.
Yeah.
And we'll see how they react to it, and then we'll kind of keep it going.
So my advice to my younger version of myself, would be. So I'm gonna tell you this something now, which I only learned. I look at a human life as an analogy, a chair. Yeah. So a chair's got 4 legs. One of that legs being your emotional strength, one being your so let's relate to football: emotional, physical, technical, tactical. Build all them legs, because if you don't build all of them legs, you only work on, I'm gonna get massive and be strong. I'm gonna be this mad technician. That chair, you're gonna have one leg there, one leg there. When you sit on it, you're always gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's my analogy for life.
I like that.
I relate that and everything. So as a child, work on them 4 legs. Whether that's your emotional, physical, technical, tactical. Build. When you sit on a chair, you're always gonna be stable.
Sick.
You see, that's my message to my younger self. Message to anyone in non-league, and I stand by this. Don't play for the club, play for the manager.
Okay.
And buy into a manager, not the club. Because that club will be quick to get rid of you after one bad game. But a manager that believes in you, that's bought into you as a human, as a person, he will stand for you through thick and thin. And at the end of the day, it's the manager that pulls the strings in the clubs anyway, in non-league. So that's my advice to my younger self.
2 bits of amazing advice, man.
brilliant.
Thanks, man. Sick, great show.
Spoiling us, bro.
Cool.
Yeah, Zak Guerfi. Yeah, it's been 1 league.
Hey,
Good.
1 league.
One league.
One
Signing
league.
off, man.
One league.